Ohayo gozaimasu. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of bopping to this music. Kind of bopping to this music. Oh, and ended. Well, I guess that's perfect timing then. We can't bop to the music. Yaharo. Ohayo. Let me uncancel my sound canceling. You need to remember to not be really loud. All right, how are y'all doing this morning? Ooh, do we keep it on dark mode? I think I keep it on dark mode today. Today's a dark mode kind of day. I mean, technically every day should be a dark mode kind of day, but sometimes I'm not feeling it, you know what I mean? Am I starting an hour later than usual? I hope not. That would be a yikes. No, I'm not. It's 6 right now. Was there I think there was daylight saving time somewhere. Somewhat recently. Dark mode or death? Well, there it is. Those are the options. I guess I'll choose dark mode today. Oh man. Yeah, some people really don't like light mode. Glad we have a dark mode on Native Shark. That's all I'm gonna say. How we all doing this morning? Anything interesting happened recently? No, I feel it though. I really like dark mode the vast majority of the time. I have used light mode a couple of times when I was in the office and on Native Shark, and it was pretty nice. But like, I go on Discord and I see people using light mode, and it damages me physically. I actually don't understand how people use Discord on light mode. Does anyone do that here? I need you to explain yourself. Yeah, we switched to DST and non-DST. That might be what got me confused. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it would be that. Because Japan doesn't do daylight savings time. So, for me, nothing has changed. Discord has a light... Exactly. Discord has a light mode. People have sent me screenshots. Because, like, you know, I've been modding there a while. So people will send me screenshots of whatever. And they've sent me screenshots of light mode. And I'm like, what is this? I've never seen this before. So I learned Discord has a light mode, and I was confused. I was greatly confused. I don't know why. I don't know why Discord has a light mode. Discord looks so nice, but in light mode it just burns. It just burns. Why are you doing this to yourself? Why would you do this to yourself? Ugh. That's how it goes sometimes, though. That's all good. I mean, people have their preferences, so whatever. But it makes it really hard to design for sometimes. Like when we were choosing the name colors, it looked great in dark mode, and then it's like, well, no one can read this in light mode. It's like, oh crap, all right, we gotta change it. That's how it be. Don't think it be like it is, but it do. You know what I'm saying? Alright, let's get through some reviews, I suppose. Keep on chatting while we do it. I never use light mode on any software. Discord, Reaper, Native Shark. If it has dark mode, I 100% use dark mode. Yeah. I'm usually the same. It's very rare that I use light mode. There's a note like system, like a notebook kind of deal called Notion. And Notion I use light mode most of the time, but like when I'm taking notes or like needing to write something down, I really want to focus, so I use light mode. But if it's like in the middle of the night, I have switched to dark mode on it a couple times. I'm a network engineer, so me and my colleagues spend a lot of time thinking of time in terminals. Oh, okay. Think of the old DOS style screens. Oh, yeah. One of the guy who has a white background and text black hurts me. Yeah, that hurts me too. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, if you're like, especially if you're in a darker setting, like having a white screen just lighting up and burning your eyes. That's rough. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that. People do it, but I don't know. It's a little weird to me. Though I have, you know what? No, now that I think about it though, I do read ReZero on my phone in light mode, even when it's really dark. Because when I have like, so I'm reading it on vertical Japanese text lines, right? And so when I have it as a black background and then it's white, like my eyes like lock onto it, and then it creates like these like remaining Yeah, what do you call them? It's like when you stare at something and then you get like this image locked in, and when you look away, you still see like part of the image left. You know what I mean? Like that's what I see when I use the dark mode on Honto phone app, and it just like messes with me too much, so I use light mode there. The time I see light mode is when MS Office or similar programs. Yeah, that makes sense. When you see it the same way it would print. That makes sense. You probably stop chatting and get back to your game. What game? Monster Hunter? You playing Monster Hunter? Alright, yeah, let's start our studies. Let's start our reviews.
あそこ必ず転ぶんだよ。
あそこ必ず転ぶんだよ。
うんこ出た瞬間。
うんこ出た瞬間、腹痛いの治った。
There it
うんこ
is.
出た瞬間腹痛いの治った。
歴史は繰り返すって言うもんね。
歴史は繰り返すって言うもんね。
そうですよね。
歴史は繰り返すって言うもんね。
そうですね。あ、間違えた。
あ、間違えた。
喜んでくれると思ったのに。
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 一緒にダイエットしない？しない。
一緒にダイエットしない？
しない。
一緒にダイエットしない？
Now I need to not diet. I need to do the opposite of diet. I need to put more weight on. Actually, I think I'm alright now. I don't know. I used to be like at least 90% of my life I was underweight, so who knows? Maybe I'm alright now. マヨネーズ嫌いなの？美味しいの？
マヨネーズ嫌いなの？美味しいのに。
マヨネーズ嫌いなの？美味しいのに。
Yo, Japanese mayonnaise, 10 out of 10. American mayonnaise, negative 10 out of 10. No, not Monster Hunter. Playing. Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, you were saying about that earlier. Okay. Nice. You've been enjoying it? Or maybe I'll just let you play. ちょっと触らして。
ちょっと触らして。
Oh,
ちょ
crap.
っと触らして。
No. I misread it. フランス触れる What's the word for 触れる 触れる Oh. Well, that's why I misread it. That's why I misread it. It's the same kanji, just a dot instead of a day. Phase 2 content has been great. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. Thank you. Yeah, I've been really enjoying Phase 2 content. And actually, this is a great example of why. Because besides the fact that I said fu instead of sawa. But, Furasa, it shows how this she can go from se to she in casual speech. And that's what I learned in the lesson. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I've been studying Japanese for almost 6 years now. I didn't know that. And that's in Phase 2 that I learned that. So it's like that has me really excited for Phase 3 content. You know what I mean? It's like even things that advanced learners are going through, they can still get a lot of value out of Phase 2. And I think that's really, really exciting. You know? It's exciting for me because I'm getting value out of Phase 2. And there's been tidbits like that every single lesson. It's cool. It's really nice. And no, they didn't pay me to say that. Yeah, that's an awesome game. Maybe we... Alright, I won't say we'll have to try it on stream, but I do want to look into it at some point. Myself. Yeah, enjoying it a lot. A bit hard to get used to a game that actively tries to discourage me from level grinding, though. Oh, now I'm interested. I hate level grinding. But they did pay him to deny they paid him to say that. Facts. Wait. Sponsored. I'm an employee. That's funny. Good evening. Hello, Loris. What's up? Good morning. Ohayou gozaimasu. Ohako konnichiwa. What game are you talking about? We're talking about Trails of Cold Steel, which I can never remember how to read in Japanese. Something no tsuiseki. Ki no tsuiseki? I'll pull it up on screen. It's this thing. Casper's playing it right now. It looks like a pretty cool game, but like I don't know. I haven't looked into it too much, you know. By the way, I need to check out Samedokan or Samedokan. When I go to Minecraft, it's not finished, but it's on the way. Pog. Alright, yeah, I'll check that out. I've heard so much about that game. Yeah, it seems cool. There's so many cool games in this world. You know what I mean? I just love how many cool games there are in this world. I'm currently completely dissolving into Monster Hunter Rise. All I've seen on Twitter in the past, like, what, maybe 3 days or so, has just been literally Monster Hunter Rise. Taka's been tweeting about it 24/7 too. Yeah, it has a whopping 4 entries, so it's got to be good. Yeah, there it is. There it is. The longer the game series is, the better it is. Facts. High mileage, by the way. What's up? Yeah. Oh, Sen no Kiseki. Thank you. Yeah, Sen no Kiseki. World building and characters are the biggest selling points. I can live with the slightly dated graphics. Yeah, I don't really care about graphics. I mean, I grew up with the friggin' GameCube, dude. I go back to the GameCube. I love those games. But like, oh my god, are the graphics terrible. They're not terrible, but they're not what I remember them to be. That's for sure. I'm getting close to 30 hours of playtime. That's how we do. Oh my god, yeah. That's funny. Yeah, I remember when, well, a lot of games actually I do this with. But when a game that I've been hyped about for several months comes out, I'll get like so much playtime into it. Oh my god. I think I hit like 200 hours of playtime in the first like maybe 2 months. I think it was literally like 3 weeks and I hit like 60 or 80 hours of playtime on Animal Crossing New Horizons when that came out. It was fun. It was fun.
ここは俺に払わせてください。
あ、ここは俺に払わせてください。
俺に払わせてください。Yeah, I love binging games. I love new releases and then just binging them. It's just so nice. And then, oh, are you playing? All right, for people playing Monster Hunter right now, are you playing it in Japanese? I started with the SNES. Ooh, yeah, see? Thomas doesn't care about graphics, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, I started, my first gaming experience was I think on a Game Boy Color. Yeah, because it was my brother, he was playing Pokemon. I think he was playing Pokemon Silver. And then that got me into Pokemon Gold because I wanted to play it. So I think that's my first memory of a gaming experience. And I remember when Pokemon Crystal came out and all of our minds were blown because the Pokemon moved like they had like 3 extra frames of movement when they got sent out, and it blew our minds. Oh man, games have come so far. We got all our friends to play it and hang out together, even the ones that hated Animal Crossing. Yeah, there it is. It's good. It was a good game. Now I'm kind of not into it. I feel like there's less to do than the 3DS version. If there was the same amount of stuff to do in the 3DS version as there was in the Switch version, I'd still be playing it probably with friends. But like, there's literally no point of playing it with friends right now. I'm talking about New Horizons, Animal Crossing. Because like, yeah. I don't know. There's no multiplayer and it sucks. I'm sad. I'm not playing Monster Hunter in German because I'm not familiar with game. Or I'm playing Monster Hunter in German because I'm not familiar with game mechanics. Okay, yeah, I feel that. Yeah, single player games I play in a language I'm learning, but if I'm playing multiplayer online games, I'll usually chuck them in English. Well, now I can kind of go either way, but especially like 1 to 4, I always chucked them in English. By the way, I'm gonna set up like a just chatting section or a scene soon. So it'll just be the chat and then us. So, cause like we're technically doing reviews right now, but like I'm really enjoying just talking a lot more. I think we'll probably add like a just chatting section into the stream, and it'll literally just be us talking because I feel like that's pretty enjoyable for all of us. I don't know about you guys, but I thoroughly enjoy just starting stream and just having a great conversation. So I'll probably set that up in the near future. Moving soon, by the way. Talk about that in a second. No. I mentioned that, now you're all gonna ask, and then I'm gonna go back and talk about previous stuff. Dude, you grew up with the Game Boy Classic. Ooh, you're the classic Game Boy. Graphics have never been a priority. Yeah, see. Yeah, you go back to old games. Yeah, I always go back to old games. I have my Wii right here. I have two Wiis. I have a Japanese Wii. I have the English Wii. I have my N64. I'm touching it right now. It's my handy N64. I'll get a Japanese one eventually, but until then I have to like replace the back cartridges so they fit into the thing, because it's hardware region locked instead of software region locked, so you just swap out the cartridge backs. And I don't want to mutilate my N64, so that's what I've been doing to get around that. And yeah, I just my trusty N64, my trusty American and English Wii, American and Japanese Wii. And yes, actually, I did fool you. We are doing reviews right now. Had OG Game Boy too. Yeah, OG Game Boy is just... Man, I went everywhere with my Game Boy. I had my Game Boy SP. Well, I still have it. It's over right over there. I can't see it because I put it... It's in like a little drawer thing, but... Oh, the good memories.
既読メールをすべて消した。
既読メールをすべて消した。
I deleted all my red mail. Alright, あの子社員じゃなくてただのバイトだよ。
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 Let me get the reviews. Let me get the reviews. こら、食べ物ってみよう。
ほら、食べ物で遊ばない。
ほら、食べ物で遊ばない。
When you roll your tongue, it comes off as much more aggressive. So you can say こら, or you can say こら. So you'll probably hear a lot of like the roll tongue from like really like Yakuza like characters in anime or movies and stuff like that. I can definitely speak for anime. I can't necessarily speak for movie because I haven't seen enough of them. So yeah, I don't watch movies much in English or Japanese. I don't know. But you'll definitely hear like kind of stuff, especially if they're exaggerating it. I still have every handheld Nintendo console since the Game Boy Pocket. I could dig up. Yes. I should dig up. Well, I don't have to dig them up. All mine are sitting over there. Yeah, I'll check a photo of mine in games as well. Cause like right now I have this like background thing going, so it'll mess with the background if I show it, or it'll probably get just flat out deleted. So I would show it on stream, but that won't be a problem soon. I'm really excited because I have my date in which I'm moving in, so it'll be in like something like two weeks from now. I think 2 weeks on the dot almost. I don't know. I have to look. But yeah, they reached out to me yesterday, the apartment people, and the move-in date is quite soon, and I am very happy because I want better internet and I want my own private space, and yeah, it's just gonna be really great. And then I can be loud at 6 a.m. and it'll be fine. And yeah, it's just really exciting for me. I'm just giant hype. And then I'll have like, I want to set up my stream background to be like a bunch of Nintendo stuff and all that. Yo, wowza, what's up? We're talking about old video games like the handheld Nintendo. I mean, sorry, we're doing our reviews. No, we're talking about video games. Can't stay for long. I want to say hi. Yeah, thanks for stopping in. Nice to see ya. I feel like... Oh, I don't remember. We talked about something in Discord recently. I don't know. Oh, right. It was in the Laid Back Japanese podcast. I think. You're talking about karaoke. You're staying in the same area? Yeah, so I'm going to be in Fukuoka. So, basically just moving to get out of... To just have my own space instead. So, yep. I just woke up, so I need tea in me. Give me a second. Karaoke is the best. It's big facts. I love karaoke. Karaoke. Chia gets mad at me whenever I say karaoke. Yeah, Jay gets mad at me. It's funny. Good morning, Starshine. The Earth says hello. What? are those lyrics? Or are you just saying that to me? Am I the starshine? Are you the earth? What else would you call it? The official pronunciation? Karaoke. It's a Japanese word originally, so karaoke. It's actually, let's check it out. So karaoke. This is, sorry, moving reference. Okay. So kara is empty, and then oke is from orchestra, so orchestra. So that's cool. That's how karaoke has come to exist. In case anyone's ever been curious.
特に何もしてないよ。泳いで寝て、泳いで寝てって感じ。
特に何もしてないよ。泳いで寝て泳いで寝てって感じ。
Empty orchestra, hauntingly beautiful. Yeah, because the sound, because the you feel like the emptiness with your voice, I guess. I don't know. I've written an Instagram post on this as well. But yeah, basically, empty orchestra, or like you have an orchestra where the lines for the voices are empty, so you can fill it yourself and all that. Something like that, maybe. Isn't orchestra only part the only thing that's still there? The orchestra part. I mean, I don't know, because they basically always do like, I don't know, when you do karaoke, they have like all this stuff that's like, it's like a remix of the song. It's not the actual song, like minus the lyrics. It's like a remix of the song. So I guess, yeah, because it's like recorded orchestra, I suppose, if you want to call it that. I don't know if it's technically an orchestra anymore, or just like, I don't know, a remix. I don't really know what exactly you would call it. But yeah, basically the background music, like the music part minus the lyrics, is what's there, is what actually plays. And sometimes they'll have like the background singers, if there's like extra lines or something, they'll keep those in. Very rarely. Maybe not very rarely. Sometimes, I'd say. A certain percentage of the time that is not zero. It's empty because the vocalist is missing. Yeah, that's why.
次からは水泳の授業になります。
次からは水泳の授業になります。
Yay.
うんこしてくる。
うんこしてくる。
Gonna make my stage name orchestra. There it is. 次、カラオケ。オーケストラがカラオケしてる。空っぽなオーケストラをしてる。オンライン英会話は？
オンライン英会話は？
オンライン英会話は？
I just call it a backing track. Yeah, that's probably it. That sounds really nice. Or that sounds really accurate.
ねえ、私の話はする？
ねえ、私の話はする？
する？既読する。Leaving a message on red. Someone opens your message, leaves it on red and doesn't respond. You got 既読する。ああ、もう少しで勝てたのに。
もう少しで勝てたのに。
ああ、もう少しで勝てたのに。
I love that thing. It's just a beautiful way to express stuff. Here, I'll go back. You can control Z, by the way, in your flashcards to go back. That's pretty nice. Actually reminds me, if y'all are doing your flashcards, like you can see the keyboard shortcuts here. Those are helpful. These are cool, by the way. As a non-native English speaker, that does make more sense. The backing track, yeah. Even as a native English speaker, that makes more sense. I had no idea what to call it. It's like, okay, there's some concepts where I'll learn it in Japanese, and then it's like, I don't know how to bring that into English. And then like when I'm with, like especially when I'm with Chie, because like I talk to Chie all the time, we just do this mangle mix of English and Japanese all the time. So it's like we never have to think about, oh, what was that word? Oh, it doesn't matter. We'll just chuck it into the other language because we know it in that other language. Sort of, it's just めっちゃぐちゃぐちゃになってる our 話し方ね. So it's like ぐちゃぐちゃ. It's like all mashed up and mangled. I'm just more fluent in English than in my native language. Yeah, hell yeah, that's how you do. That's a thing though, isn't it? That really is a thing. A lot of people, I feel like, are starting to become that way. Especially in like, I don't actually know where. I feel like there's literally like dying languages that are like happening because English is taking over, and then like kids aren't seeing point in learning all of their like the native language of the place they were born in. They just go for English because English can get them like in better positions in the world. It's kind of crazy. And then they just don't bother to learn, and then like the older generation doesn't teach them, or like just the kids don't have interest, maybe a mix of both, and then languages just die. That's so weird, isn't it? Languages are always evolving, and languages can also be dying. Starting to feel like I'm more fluent in Japanese than I am in my native language, and I'm only halfway through phase 1 so far. Oh no. Well, I mean, hey, that'll happen. Your languages levels will adjust as you study more. I mean, I remember the first moment I realized that my Japanese was like way better than my Spanish, and I was like, whoa. Well, because my Spanish, like, I'm not native, but I had studied for years in school. Like, I had studied Spanish literally since like the first grade in middle school. So I had literally 12 years of studying Spanish in school under my belt, and I like just barely got fluent near the end of it. And then like I graduated school, didn't know how to keep up my studies, and then forgot like almost all of it. So now if people speak to me, so now if people write to me, not speak, in Spanish, I can read it and usually understand a surprising amount still, honestly, but I can't produce like anything. I have literally no production skills, but I still have a somewhat kind of comfortable amount of comprehension skills. I'll usually get the gist of it. In short, I just don't use my native language a lot. Yeah. I mean, do you want to not forget your native language? Maybe, I mean, if that's the case, you probably, well, I don't know, play a video game in it or something like that. You know what I mean? I'm Dutch. One of the two languages in my country, Frisian, is dying out. Huh. Interesting. Why? Do you know why? Is it just like people are just getting older and it's just not really that common to use? Like it's just kind of happening? I think stuff like this is really interesting. It's like it's just an entire language dying out. Like imagine, like, okay, so to put it in, for me, an English speaker native perspective, like imagine if English, like, imagine if my only way to access Harry Potter or something was in Japanese. It'd be weird. Like right now I'm reading Harry Potter in Japanese, but it feels weird to me because there are nuances lost and translation differences or whatnot, and it's just like, or things that just flat out wouldn't make sense in Japanese that they have to change to make sense. And to hear that, and that's what, like, so imagine literally your favorite anything, or like maybe an important piece of historical material that has to get altered in order to be brought into a different language. And then when you bring that into the different language, that original copy just dies because the language dies. It's weird. It's weird. I'm in New Zealand, and the native Maori language Te Reo. I'm gonna pronounce it like it's Japanese. Whenever I don't know what a word is, I pronounce it like it's Japanese at this point. Te Reo is dying. Man, that's crazy. I would play video games in Danish if they released video games in Danish, and if Danish didn't feel super awkward for me to read. That makes sense. I feel that. Japanese is actually perfect for pronouncing. Hey, there it is. Feels good. The Frisian areas are mostly emptying out in favor of big cities. Sounds like Japan. Younger kids mostly learn English as a second language. As a result, the only remaining old folk speak Frisian. Oh, there's still some efforts to keep it from dying out. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I bet there would be efforts to keep it from dying.
前髪抜く癖直した
I'm
い
just gonna get through these
前髪
reviews.
抜く癖直したい。
休憩中なのに。
Hi, okay. Yeah, okay, so that sounds a lot, well, maybe not like Japan, but like the as far as smaller areas emptying out in favor of bigger cities, that sounds like Japan. There's a word for it and I forget what it is, but it's literally, it's like just like crap. My friend was telling me about this other day. We only speak Japanese with each other. So she told me, no, I won't be able to remember it. I won't be able to remember it. It was a Yojijukugo, if I remember correctly. I will look it up and bring it up on stream next time. Because it was a really interesting word. It's basically like the word that's for like smaller population, and then like specifically the villages that are just kind of disappearing off the face of the earth, or off the map, because everyone's moving out of them. So it's like abandoning villages, like that, the word for that, because of everyone moving out of them, and then the old people are just dying away or needing to move to the bigger cities so they can actually be around people. Because with the decreasing population in Japan, stuff like that is happening. That's a real thing. Villages are literally just like, oh, well, we don't have any kids here anymore, so eventually we're just not going to be old with no kids, or like no people under 50 here in this small village in the middle of the mountains or whatever. It's pretty crazy. It really is pretty crazy. But yeah, everyone's like, all the young people are just favoring cities. People are all moving to cities. And like, I know people, like I've made friends with people who are who lived that, and it's crazy to see. Cause you hear about it, it's one thing, right? But like like I just made friends with someone who literally does that, who has lived through that. All right. Vaguely describing the amounts of things. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. This actually took me a really long time to get used to. When you say 3 or 4 in English, 3 or 4, whatever. In Japanese, you just say 3, 4. You don't chuck the 3, or sorry, you don't chuck the or in there. I like the idea of the countryside. It seems peaceful. I agree. Yeah, that's why I really like Fukuoka, because it has the countryside really close by to the big city. Like, you can be in the countryside and the big city separated by like maybe a 20-minute train ride at best, you know. But that is a different type of countryside than the countryside that is like disappearing, if that makes sense. How do I read that? Ko something shoko. Okay, shoko. Shoshi. Oh, shoshi. Okay, shoshi koreika. Yeah, koreika I could get, but I forgot what shoshi is. So that's decreasing population if I'm correct, and that is the cause of the villages moving out, but that's not the word for the villages, or the villages like disappearing. Maybe. All right, fine. All right, we'll look it up. I'm gonna go through my line messages right now. I'm gonna search because I know what conversation we had it around, because it's bugging me now. One second. I'm gonna find it. I'll find it. Here we are. Let me look it up just to be sure that this is it. Oh, hey, there it is. Genkai Shuraku. That, yeah, Wazu, you got it just as I was getting it. Genkai Shuraku. But like, I actually didn't look it up in English, so I don't know how to say it in English. Genkai Shuraku. Genkai Shuraku. God, that's hard to type for me in my brain. Margin of village, depopulated village where most inhabitants are senior citizens. Yeah, okay. That's the word that I'm talking about. So let's actually, I'll bring this over to so where you guys can see it. Okay, here we are. So Genkai Shuraku. So Genkai is like the, I'm just gonna look it up. I'll just limit. All right, yeah, it is limit. I'm like, why does this Kai look different? And then Shuraku is like a small settlement to begin with. So got that. You see that in video games a lot. So yeah, marginal village, depopulated village. Everyone's basically a senior citizen. And because of the Shoshikoreika, so here we'll check that one on screen as well too. Thank you, Buzzer, for typing those out. Shoshikoreika, so decreasing birth rate, and then aging population. Because of this is the gain, which is the cause. So gain, that's gain. So it becomes villages around the world, or around Japan. Smaller ones become Genkai Shuraku. So something really interesting, because you don't really, you don't have that in America, and that's where I'm from, and that's what I'm used to. Google Sensei no okage de. Arigatou gozaimasu, Google Sensei. Osewa ni natte orimasu. But yeah, it's weird. It's weird. It's a weird thing for me. Ha, Eheki got slapped by Nightbot. I need to make Nightbot not slap people. It should. I thought I allowed it for Wikipedia links, but Nightbot, stop being mean. Apparently, there's an entire wiki page dedicated to it. There it is. Marginal hamlet. I don't know what the heck a hamlet is. Sorry, Nightbot. I don't think Nightbot accepts your apology, but I do. So, if I had a yenny for every time Ty said he'd fix Nightbot, let's not talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Someone ping me off stream and I'll fix Nightbot, okay? Hamlet is an old English term for small village. That makes sense. Isn't there that old English story called Hamlet? Right? But yeah, so it's really interesting. I don't know. I feel, alright, I'm not going to say it's really interesting again, because I think I've said that about 18 times now. But it is really interesting. So it's just weird because it's so different to me, you know? Some would even call it Shakespearean. That Hamlet was a king. Okay. I don't think I've ever read it, because I've read like Romeo and Juliet and I didn't understand any of it in high school, because no one understands it. You're literally reading like the original version, and then you're reading a translation on the other page, or like every sentence you have to stop, and then you're like, your teacher's like, did you read Romeo and Juliet for homework? It's like, no, I didn't understand it. Why would I read it? It literally takes me a half hour to understand a single sentence. Why would you make me read this? God. That's a rant for another day. That's a rant for another day. It's actually really cool though, because that's how much language has evolved, right? Okay, now that I've bugged Ty a couple times, I'll take my leave. Thanks for streaming. Fix Nightbot, there it is. That's funny. Alright, yeah, I'll see you later, Wowzer. Thanks for stopping in. Methinks thou doth protest too much. You know, I would try to respond in a similar language, but I can't. Doth thou not rejoice utilizing a dictionary? If it's not in Japanese, no. In Japanese, it's fun. But with Old English, it's not. At least to high school me. Maybe I would enjoy Old English now, but I probably wouldn't still, because I can't play video games in Old English. You know what I mean? Oh wait, no, there was that one Octopath Traveler, where they translated the really old Japanese to like be Shakespearean levels of English, and I remember everyone was really mad because they could never understand that character. Right? That was the thing, right? I didn't play it in English, so I only touched on it in a little bit in Japanese. I did the trial, the Taikenban, the free version. What do you call it? Whatever. Taikenban. I did the Taikenban in Japanese, so I didn't actually see that character. I don't think I even ran into that character, but maybe I did. I don't know. Everyone seemed normal to me in Japanese, at least. Old English, potentially the next Neoshark course. I mean, we're definitely... Alright, wait. No, Old Japanese. We're definitely gonna do, but... Old English... Or old Japanese would probably be like a side, like an extra credit. So like people who want to play video games or read maybe old texts, which would require two separate things, because old text and old video games are very different. Or old language style video games are very different from old text. But Old English, potentially the next Neoshark course. I could see it being a course on here, but I can't see it being the next. I feel like it'll probably be like Korean or like Spanish or something like that, like something in demand more than Old English. They did that with Final Fantasy Tactics, the original translation. The PSP port got ruined by making it more understandable in English. Interesting. Ruined, huh? Man, I need to play Final Fantasy Tactics in English now. Which one? The Final Fantasy Tactics? Oh wait, the PSP port. I think I own the PSP port. It's like War of the Lions or something like that. Is that the one we're referring to? Jushi-sen or something like that? War of the Lions? Old English is legit a different language than what we call English. Oh, yeah. Well, that would make sense. It's a completely different language, not just like a... I don't know. It's not a dialect difference, I guess. Yeah, I guess it would be a completely different language, huh? Wouldn't surprise me. It's very different. It's hard to understand. I don't get it. Final Fantasy Tactics P-Word remastered as War of the Lions. Oh, okay. So that's what happened. Okay, because yeah, I have the War of the Lions on PSP, and I touched it a little bit. I played a little bit, but I haven't really... And it's in Japanese. I've got it in Japanese. So, I don't know. I want to play more of that game because it seems interesting, but I just didn't get to it. PS1 version is Shakespearean. War of the Lions is modern. Yeah, I think I would rather have the modern though, to be honest with you. I don't want to read Shakespearean. I just don't. But alright, kind of more... We really need a just chatting setup because I just want to have the ability to just talk with you guys and not feel like I need to get through a lesson. It's funny. Alright, took me an embarrassingly long time to get used to doing this. I always wanted to put pauses in the number, between the number, because it made more sense to my English operating brain system. Yes. I'm with you, Nico. I'm with you. I'm absolutely terrible at both versions, by the way. Oof.
お母さんは 2,3 個でいいや。
2,3 個でいいや。
お母さんは 2,3 個でいいや。
Mm-hmm. You and your two college-age daughters are enjoying a buffet, high-end hotel. Yeah. They get oysters and stuff.
お母さんは 2,3 個でいいや。
2,3 個. Yeah, it's very... Also, yeah, referring to yourself in the third person is slightly more common in Japanese than it is in English. Especially if it's like Okasan or something. Or if you're a kid, you'll refer to your own name. I'm taking forever on my flashcards as well. We're all distracted by the stream. It's okay. It's okay. I think we've learned... I don't know. We've talked about a lot of cool stuff so far. So, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm fine with that. I think it's really interesting. There's really good topics today. Especially today. Yeah. And like that's why I want to set up the just chatting, like actual just chatting portion, because while I think we get a lot of cool topics about like studying and all this, like while I'm going through my studies and like mindsets and all these tips, I don't know, I just really would love to talk with everyone about just Japanese culture and history and language history and all this stuff. It's just like those are some of my favorite topics, so I would love to actually just have a dedicated portion of the stream where we can bring those up if we feel like it. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna have that set up probably once I'm actually in my new apartment, because I don't know, there is a chance I have to end the stream early today. I might need to, because basically life is really busy because of the move, and then yeah, just everything just everything right now. So I need to pack, and I actually, like, yesterday I was setting up everything and like for the move and like moving all the furniture and like getting services for that and finding services for that I wasn't like, normally I edit Laid Back Japanese podcast on Mondays, so I actually wasn't even able to do that yesterday. So I'm behind. Whoopsies. So yeah, I might need to end an hour earlier. So do it, we demand it, and by we I mean I. Yes. Yeah, no, I will. I think it's really great. Just cool. I don't know, I don't have any other words to describe it. I think it's cool. I want to do it. It'll happen probably after I move, and then yeah, look forward to it, I guess. Big hype. I'm looking forward to it. There aren't any strict rules. Wait, what to write between two numbers in the estimate? So ni san. See any of these? Yeah, it's very true. Previous example had the little squiggly boy, and then the next example has a comma. You and your wife are talking to your friends about your trip to Disneyland last month. You tell them about standing in a line to take a picture with Mickey and Minnie Mouse. They ask, how long did it take? You turn to your wife.
4,5 時間並んだよな。
4、5時間並んだよな。
I would have said 45. 4、5時間. Interesting.
4、5時間並んだよな。
Man, numbers are a lot in Japanese. Numbers are a
4、
lot.
5時間並んだよな。
I feel like numbers are still what I struggle with the most. Like, especially when they get larger. It'll just, like, mess with me. Because, like, when I first came to Japan, I was solid. No, let me rephrase that. When I first came to Japan, I sucked at numbers completely and terribly. It was bad. And then, after talking with Caleb, he's like, yeah, dude, you gotta learn numbers, my man. Like, if you're, like, on the Shinkansen and they need to, like, change times, or like you're on a flight and then they change what terminal number it is and it's on the announcements, you got to be able to listen to it, right? Like, they delay your flight, and or they change the terminal. All these things are numbers, so you got to be used to saying that. And when he said that to me, I was like, okay, that's a great point, and I need to grind these out. And then I don't even remember what I did to grind them out, but I just like focused on them more, I guess. Like, I don't think I actually did anything necessarily different. I just was always looking at, instead of like when I read this, before I would read this as 15. So like sometimes I would be like 5 jikan. And then I just made a conscious effort to always say, okay, go jikan. And like really just made that effort in my brain to not read them in English by accident. And honestly, I think that did it for me. I don't think I really did anything other than that. Just whenever I saw a number, I was just like, all right, let's read this. Numbers are a lot, maybe even infinitely large. Yes, they are indeed infinitely large, aren't they? That would make sense. That's funny. When two numbers are in the estimate are larger than 10, the part 2 number is said identically. That is said identically is only said once. Okay, so 15 or 16. So 15, 16. So 15, 16. So yeah, so since they both start with 10, so you wouldn't say 15, 16. You'd say 15, 6. So
15、6人かな。男の人も5人くらいいた。
15、6人かな。 男の人も5人くらいいた。
There we go.
15、6人かな。男の人も5人くらいいた。
15、6人かな。15、6人かな. Good thing about playing games in English with Japanese voiceover is it makes it passively picking up new vocab pretty easy if you pay attention to what's being said. It's very true. It's very true. That's why I like watching anime with English subtitles even now. Because like say if I miss a Japanese word, which still happens, especially in like Attack on Titan or something like that, then I can just read the English subtitle and I know what word I don't understand. Or I know what word I don't understand because I understand most of it at this point now. And then yeah, I just get to learn a new word and it's really nice. But if I was watching it in only Japanese or with no subtitles or anything, then that means there's a chance I can context it out, but odds are I just probably missed it. Because there's so many things that I'm already trying to do and listen for. Or like there's so much stuff going on, like I'm trying to piece together the story and all this stuff, you know. I'm not necessarily always thinking about what words are happening, so having that is really nice. It's really nice. All right, so 30 or 40, 30, 40. In this case we would say 3, 40, 3, 40. So like I still put the pause in there because America brain or English brain.
安っ。日本では3、40万かかるよ。
安っ。日本では3、40万かかるよ。
3、40万かかるよ。
安っ。日本では3、40万かかるよ。
That's actually crazy though. Am I correct on that? Yeah. It's like $3,000, $4,000 in Japan to get a driver's license, but in America it's like pretty cheap. About $100. Bonkers. The N that would come after ma in the above sentence is getting dropped. It is getting dropped, isn't it? It's common to drop N in spoken language when the number is above 1万円, but not for small numbers. Big facts. Kanji. Boop. Okay. Eda. Am I... Akubi utsutta? Dareka ni. Did anyone catch my yawn? Akubi utsuru is to like catch a yawn. So utsuru is to catch things. But not like catch things. Like you catch a cold or something. Kaze ga utsutta, I think you can say. So stuff like that. Akubi utsutta. So like did you also yawn because I yawned? This is Gijutsu no Gi. I think. Should be. Yeah, it is. Kyuryo no Kyu. Jun. Yeah, I like to listen. I like to look at the stroke order and then just kind of move on. Also, it makes for fun listening practice. I've noticed more than once so far in Sen no Kiseki that there are lines I might have translated differently and how the localization team did it. True. That's very true. Yeah, a lot of times like the localization team, you know, they just don't do direct translations because direct translations just kind of don't work all the time. So what can you do except, you know, change it up a little bit. And then once you get to that change it up a little bit, there's multiple ways that are acceptable to change it up. So it's always fun to explore how like the professionals did it, and then it's like how you playing the game wouldn't have done it, and it's like, oh, interesting. So sometimes you're like, I don't know, that's kind of sus, and sometimes you're like, wow, I never even thought about translating it that way. It's really fun to see both ways, honestly speaking. A senior colleague at your part-time job has been suffering from severe dizziness. Oh, that's the worst. They say they want to get it checked out, but they don't know what kind of doctor to see. 多分ですけど内科だと思いますよ。
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 内科かな? You can also go to 耳鼻科. So, 耳鼻科. An ear, nose, doctor. Ear, nose, throat. The reason I know this is because I had benign proximal positional vertigo. I woke up one day with it. It was, oh crap, what's the word in Japanese for BPPV? Ryosei Hossase Toi Memaisho. Ryosei Hossase Toi Memaisho. This is fun. Look at that. Would you look at that? Isn't that fantastic? I love this word. I hate this word. So, benign, like, hossa is like happening, I guess, like just, I don't, what's the best way to translate that? It's like occurring. Attack, attack. Hossase, so attack, nature, attacking in nature. Toi, so head position. Memai is like dizziness, so sickness, disease. So what you may have had, well, what I had was this. Yeah, you just wake up one day and then your entire life is dizzy for a month until it's fixed. Oh, and I spent, no, I think it was maybe, no, it was 2 months, I think. It took 2 months for me to not be dizzy all the time. That sucked. Don't do that, people. I don't know how to prevent it though, because I literally just woke up with it one day. So yeah, if you ever get dizzy, maybe check out a Naika or check out a GBK. That's what I would recommend. Just joining, don't do what? Don't wake up and be dizzy for 2 months like I did. Just don't. Because yeah, so we're learning this card. So a senior colleague has been suffering from severe dizziness, and they're like, I want to get it checked out but don't know what doctor to see. A Naika, or you could say GBK, because the GBK might also be the case. I don't know. For me it was. I don't know. There's probably other causes where you should see Naika as well, but yeah, don't do that. Don't be dizzy for 2 months like I was. It was the worst. I literally failed a class because of it in college. I had to retake one of them because I like just was so out of it. Man, that was the roughest. Oh hey, here's the GP cop. Early in the year, your daughter had an ear infection. She caught a cold and you had a sore throat. Looking back, you realize you have been at the ENT almost every month, so you turn to your husband.
今年入って毎月耳鼻科行ってる気がする。
今年入って毎月耳鼻科行ってる気がする。
Ear, nose, throat. Oh, I didn't even know the ENT was that. I don't know. I just think of it as GBK in my brain because that's just easier to remember for me. Ear, nose, I guess ear, nose, throat. There's an, oh yeah, here it is. This is the word I'm thinking that I can never remember. Ordinal otolaryngologist. That word. That's the one. Your wife comes home after cervical cancer screening, gynecologica, whatever the heck that word is. The doctor gave her a referral letter for a more comprehensive exam. You wonder why she can't just go and ask for an exam herself. You
紹
ask.
介状って何なの？もらって意味あんの？
紹介状って何なの？もらって意味あんの？
What the heck is the point of a referral letter? Why do you need one? You are the manager of a convenience store who is interviewing a high school student for a part-time position. Skimming through the resume, you look at the skills section and mutter to yourself.
すごい。特技英会話。
すごい。特技英会話。
すごい. English conversation. On your birthday, your girlfriend gets you tickets to see your favorite band, which are difficult to get. You couldn't be happier, and then you notice your seats are close to the stage too.
マジありがとう。しかもめっちゃいい席じゃん。
マジありがとう。しかもめっちゃいい席じゃん。
Yo, listen to the male voice actor again. He nails this. Yo, listen to the emotion.
マジありがとう。しかもめっちゃいい席じゃん。
Yo, the voice actors are actually great here. Like the phase 2 voice actors have been killing it.
マジありがとう。しかもめっちゃいい席じゃん。
Dang. Can't pronounce it either. Yeah, it's tough. I don't know. I mean, good thing we basically never need to. We can always just use the simpler word. Ear, nose, throat guy. Girl. I don't know. Person. Ear, nose, throat. Doctor. Doctor person. Early phase 1, I swear the male voice actor got a bonus if you finished early. Oh, jeez. There was one that, like, underpronounced everything, and we love him. Because that's how... Okay. So, I am in a taxi with Caleb and Chia one day. Or, like, you know, like, maybe a couple weeks ago, recently. And the taxi driver was talking to us, and we had a bunch of conversations... Or, like, you know, we had a good conversation while he was driving us to where we were going. And when we got out, we were like, you know that voice actor that all of our students were like, this guy never pronounces everything correctly? That guy, our voice actor, is super understandable compared to this taxi driver we just interacted with for 20 minutes. Or however long it was. And so we're both Caleb and I were like, if anything, we need lazier voice actors so we can prepare people for this person, this taxi driver, because, you know, he's an oji-chan taxi driver, so he is an older taxi driver. They just don't care about, like, I don't know what happens, but they just don't care about how understandable they are, or like maybe they don't I mean, what's actually probably happening is they don't register that they're hard for us to understand as learners. And yeah, so what we were like is we need lazier people who voice act for us so we can better prepare our students for people like him. Because if you can understand someone like him, you can understand anyone, you know? So that's what we were thinking. It was like, we need someone who's even lazier. So, because that's how people speak. People don't, I mean, you think about like a Japanese learner learning English, like they're not going to understand, well, depending on the level, obviously, but like just how quickly I'm speaking and how just it's hard for them to understand it. And in the same way that it's hard for us to understand the people speaking quickly and lazily in Japanese. So, especially in the learning environment, I feel like you should always put yourself through like more on the tougher side, so you're prepared. So when the English, or so when you're in the real like situations, they seem really easy, instead of you study easy and then you go into the tougher real life conversation, then you're lost, right? But if you study on the more tougher side, you go into the real life, you're like, oh wait, this is easy. That's how I treated like when I went to college and whatnot too.
上から順番に頼もうよ。
上から順番に頼もうよ。
Alright, while watching a movie with your family, you recognize one of the supporting actresses. You can't remember where you've seen her during dinner. Remember, she was in a show called Good Luck. Sounded
思い出
exciting.
したグッドラックに出てた人だ。
思い出した。グッドラックに出てた人だ。
そうですね。そうですね。Good luck. Alright, you and your girlfriend visiting New York. You're taking a break on a bench in Central Park when a squirrel scurries over to you. This is your first time seeing a wild squirrel. You're quite surprised.
え、リス？
え？リス？
This. Yeah, I guess there's no squirrels in Japan, huh? Is the dashita happening there to indicate it just happened? This one? Deta? Deteta? So this one, so in this specific
思い出
case
したグッドラ
is
ックに出
appearing.
てた人だ。
So
思い出した。グッドラックに出てた人だ。
they appeared in, they had a role. They appeared in the movie. So good luck ni deru. So they were in Good Luck, is how you would say that one. Yeah, I guess it's not the same in English, huh? You can't literally translate that. That's a good a. Oh, after omoi. Oh, omoidashita. Oh, omoidasu is its own thing. So, omoidasu is its own verb. To just like, yeah, it just happened, I guess. To like start to remember, or like to just immediately remember, to recall. That's the word. Yeah. So I just recalled. Oh, I just remembered. Yeah, omoidasu. That's its own thing. Just thought it was a weird conjugation. Nope, it's a combined verb, I guess. Combined verb, yeah. So, yep. But I mean, like, it is, dasu is a good suffix. I think we have a phase 1 lesson on it. So, like, you can say, like, hashiri dasu. So, hashiri dasu. And that'll probably be in the dictionary as well. Hashiri dasu. So, like, start running. To begin to run. So, yeah, a lot of times you can add, like, dasu to other things. And it'll indicate that you're starting that activity in that verb. What's another one? Omoidasu, hashiridasu. I mean, arukidasu, I guess. It's the same kind of kanji as, or feeling as arukidasu. And I guess usually it's, I guess, like action verbs. Wait, was that a redundant way to describe a verb? But I don't know. Hopefully that makes sense. I think that we do have a lesson on it though. But yeah, so omoidasu is specifically its own thing to recall, to remember. So it's its own word. Action words. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? That was definitely redundant.
すごい。特技英会話。
すごい。
紹介状って何なの？もらって意味あんの？
紹介状って何なの？
I
もらって意味あんの？
feel like if I was making the sentence, I wouldn't have said it this way, which is good because now I learned a more natural way to say it. Because I would probably say like morau 意味あるの? But like もらって意味あるの? It's te. I don't think I would have conjugated it. Who knows? I can't tell you why I wouldn't have done that, but it's just, I don't know, there's something going on in my brain.
今年入って毎月耳鼻科行ってる気がする。
今年入って毎月耳鼻科行ってる気がする。
リス? That wasn't exciting enough. リス?
リス？
え？リス？
Because yeah, that because like we have this リス in like this excitement one, this but we also have that resume one where you're like you could say that deru kind of says you're just, or dasu, you're just exiting some other action to start another one. I suppose that's one way of thinking of it. Yeah, I don't know, it doesn't really reference the previous action, but if that helps you remember that it's like you're starting the next action, I think that would probably be fine. But like, let's look at all these definitions for dasu. Yeah, definition 9. So to begin, to start, to burst into, or yeah, so utai dasu, so to begin singing. Yeah, I don't know, if it helps you remember it that way, then I don't think it's then I think maybe that would help. It would be good, but I don't think it necessarily has a reference to anything that comes before it. It's just kind of, it's just another usage of the verb that's how it is. I don't know.
多分ですけど内科だと思いますよ。
多分ですけど内科だと思いますよ。
I love Ocha. Hopefully that was helpful. Eheki. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right. I'm pronouncing it like it's Japanese, so.
上から順番に頼もうよ。
上から順番に頼もうよ。
思い出した。グッドラックに出てた人だ。
思い出した。グッドラックに出てた人だ。
I use it as a mnemonic then. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you're welcome. Glad that was helpful. Sometimes like there's questions where people will ask me and I'm like, I'm sorry, it's just the way it is. I don't know how else to explain it. Because a lot of, like, so much of my knowledge is from just like I ran into it in a video game or something, exposure, and then I was like, oh, well, I guess that's how it is. And then I just moved on. And then eventually it stuck, you know? So sometimes my explanations just kind of they just turn into that because I don't know how else to explain it.
マジありがとう。しかもめっちゃいい席じゃん。
マジありがとう。しかもめっちゃいい席じゃん。
Boom. Alright, so there's that. Dialogue. 動き出す、走り出す、思い出す. Now that you mention it, I have noticed it used in quite a few ways. Yeah. It definitely is the thing. That's for sure. You'll see it a lot. And I swear we have a phase 1 lesson on it. That includes like 思い出す and stuff like that. Maybe I shouldn't be trying to understand just yet. I'm only at unit 40-50-ish myself. Oh, okay. Honestly though, like, I don't ever see an issue with like trying to push past your level. I mean, trying to push past your level is exactly how you get better, isn't it? So like, if you're interested in figuring out what omoidasu and like what the dasu is doing there, then hell yeah, that's perfect. That's the point of being a student, right? Yeah. But don't stress about it, at least, you know what I mean? As long as it's enjoyable. Exactly. When I was playing, so like I would play Fire Emblem, that was technically, air quotes, above my level, but I didn't care because I really loved it. Like, I started Pokemon way too early in my studies, and I literally spent I literally spent like 2-3 hours getting outside of the first village, like just trying to get my first Pokemon. Like, I spent like 3 hours without my first Pokemon, but I didn't care because I had a lot of fun. And that's having fun is how you get better at Japanese, you know? Like, you be consistent and you enjoy your studies. So if you see something that you really want to do it. It's amazing. Like, yeah, go above your level. It's all good. And then if you do something that's above your level, then like, okay, well, just go, and it's too much and it's stressing you, especially if it's stressing you, you should stop, rewind, and then like come back in a couple months and you'll be like, oh my god, I'm actually so much better at Japanese now that I'm looking at this again. There's gonna be so many things where you're just like, wow, I got this good, you know? So 100% do it. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff where it's like, especially when it is above your level, sometimes it's just better to oh, look at that thing that's doing that thing. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll make a mental note of that, and then it just kind of like preps your brain for when you learn it in like a lesson or something like that. So I wouldn't worry about memorizing necessarily, but it is good brain prep, because then you'll see it in a lesson, or you'll see it in like a specific situation, and suddenly it'll click, and then boom, you just learned a new concept, right? So definitely go for it. Enjoy your studies. I recently set Destiny to be in full in Japanese. Now I only about 10% of what the game's telling me, but luckily muscle memory still takes over. Kind of like a flashcard then. Kind of exactly like a flashcard. Yeah, really. I mean, what? Like, native material exposure is basically just like better flashcards, honestly. Because you're learning, you're seeing all the stuff that you've already known, and it's super relevant because it's in a new context, and it's in a context you're enjoying. So if it's a video game, then you know you have all these words you're familiar with that you're seeing again, and they're, yeah, I don't know, just because they're relevant, and they're, how do I explain this? I'm trying to figure out how to explain this in a way that doesn't make me sound like my brain is still turning on. But I think you know what I mean, though. Road signs and package descriptions are just fancy flashcards. There it is. It's true. Life itself is just better designed flashcards. How's that for some philosophy? How's that? But yeah, no, it's that's what, like, native materials is better flashcards, really. That's what it is, because you get to learn new stuff, you get to see all your old stuff, and you get to see it all in a context that you hopefully enjoy, because I don't know why you're doing a native material you don't enjoy. You shouldn't do that. So yeah, it'll just be super relevant. It'll be way easier for you to remember. Just good all around. Yes, Plato's ISRS, therefore I am. Yes, that's the one. That's the one.
じゃあ順番に自己紹介お願いします。
グリフィス・デニスです。カナダのバンクーバー出身で3、4年前に日本に来ました。サイクリングが趣味で特技はブレイクダンスです。あとは妻と子供2人と横浜に住んでます。よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。
Nice. That was really cool dialogue. His tokugi is breakdancing, guys. See that? That's crazy. Does anyone have? All right. I don't know. Y'all can. I'm good with this dialogue, so we're gonna move on. Because I want to talk a little bit more with just the stream. So, does anyone have suggestions for how to play video games, for how to play games in Japanese when in the US on Switch or PlayStation? Yes. So Switch, I play video games all the time on, and yeah, you can just set your Switch to be in Japanese. I sadly don't have it on the stream right now. I don't have it set up to stream right now, but I should. I'll have that set up soon so I can actively show people. But you just go into your settings and swap the language. It makes it restart, but that's fine. And then you can play anything almost. Some games don't have the Japanese version built into them if you have like physical cartridges, but if you buy it on the eShop, as long as the English version or the Japanese version is available, then you're gonna be fine. So, or you can just buy it straight off the Japanese eShop, which is what I did a lot. And I had a Japanese 3DS, which allowed me to charge an American credit card on the 3DS to my Nintendo eShop account, and then I would buy it from there because they don't. The Switch eShop doesn't accept foreign credit cards. A little bit of a workaround, or you can just grab, whatchamacallit, you can always grab like point cards and stuff like that. Like I bought point cards in Japan for people before, for friends. I can't say I'll be able to do it for many people, but I have, like, if you find a friend that lives in Japan, you might be able to ask them for it. So, PlayStation, I don't play too much, but I think it's a similar system where you can buy games off of the virtual shop, whatever the PlayStation shop is called, and just play. So, that's how I tend to do it. You know, honestly, I've also bought a Japanese Wii, and that was on eBay, so used. It's $30 US dollars, and then like the games are all like 10-20 bucks in Japanese because you need to make sure they're region locked. So you grab like a Wii game, you grab GameCube game, and then it's like really, really great to just, it's not that expensive, and then you get a lot of study time out of it. And then especially if you're a Nintendo fanboy like me, then you get to use I'm looking at my Wii right now, so I keep looking over at this corner. You get to play your favorite games, your favorite old games. And I think old games are great to learn Japanese with. You can buy games off the PlayStation Store. I bought a couple that way, and if they have Japanese language. Yeah, just check it. So for support of the languages, just check the list, and then if it has Japanese, you can play it. Same deal with, Switch and PlayStation are like that. Play some of the VNs on Switch and turn on Japanese. Yeah, you can also do like maybe English VN and then turn on listening audio for Japanese, and that'll at least help sometimes as well. It shows the English so I can understand. Exactly. Yeah. Seems like often Switch games just don't have audio. I'm just making noises, and I was like, oh yeah, it's Mario time. Yeah, Switch games I don't think really have audio too often, but I mean sometimes you don't need it. So like, if we're going through Switch game recommendations, one of my favorites is Bokujo Monogatari, Saikai no Mineral Town. So I've actually played that one on stream before. So Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town. It's the remake from Harvest Moon, Friends of Mineral Town on the Game Boy. That one has Furigama. That one is very non-focused on needing to understand the story. So if you don't understand the story, you're basically just talking to characters. If you don't understand the characters, it's not really a big deal. So you're just farming, and then you can make relationships with characters you can understand, talk to ones you don't, so you can learn more. And I think that's a really fun game to play. Animal Crossing is also fun. Animal Crossing has weird kuchikuse and whatnot, but like every game has weird kuchikuse sometimes. So honestly, if you're playing, especially if you're learning Japanese to play Japanese video games like I do, then play the video game. But like honestly, sometimes the best video game for you to play is your favorite video game, because you're very familiar with it, you already know it. And yeah, honestly, what I want to do is make a list. Actually, I'm gonna do that pretty soon, I think, because I want to make a top 5 video games to play on X console or something like that, or top 5 video games to play for people learning Japanese and stuff like that. And top 5 manga to read for people learning Japanese, something like that, like a list of 5. And I want to make a clip from stream on that, because I think that'll be really helpful for a lot of people. Because like right now I'm talking to like 10-ish people, right? So like making a list and a clip is it spreads it to more people, and I think it's really good information. So, but honestly though, like the best video game for you to read is your favorite video game. The best manga for you to read, your favorite manga. The best I don't know, TV show to watch, your favorite TV show. It really is that simple. What do you enjoy? And if it's too much for you, then hey, drop it for a bit and move on, and then come back later. Move on, play something kind of similar that you played before. Play games you're familiar with, because the only thing you're struggling, or the only thing, not struggling, but the only thing you're new that you're dealing with is the language instead of the mechanics as well. Because when you don't understand the language, you don't understand the mechanics, it gets tough. Also, Casper, you said, yeah, how's Karakani Josen Tokagi-san? Only reading 1 chapter a day right now, but I'm enjoying it so far. Sweet. Yeah, it's the language isn't too bad, huh? That's good. And then 1 chapter a day, dude, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Honestly, yeah, that's like more than I think I've ever set my minimum manga goal to be at also. So, let's cut some of this on that. That's actually fantastic. Haven't played Persona 5 Strikers yet, but Persona 5 was easily the hardest JRPG I've played in a very long time. What I've played so far is good, but the combat is far from what I'm used to in terms of difficulty. Okay. Interesting. Welcome to BuzzFeed Gaming. Here's the top 5 best games to play in Japanese. I have a plan for it that will make it not BuzzFeed, I promise. But I mean, you gotta get those clicks, man. If no one clicks on it, then like, what's the point? If no one clicks on it, then why would you? Like, so much of a video is actually in the title and thumbnail, especially on like YouTube. That's just how it is. Like, it sucks. But like, you're not gonna click on something that doesn't have an interesting title. Have you asked us to likes? I haven't asked you to like and sub, and I will never do that. But if you could smash that like button and hit that subscribe or whatever the hell, I'll ask you to do that. But just like and sub, that's boring. You gotta smash that like button. We got it. Can I get 1,000 likes on the stream? Karakai Josen Takagi-san is pretty easy, I think. Reading 1 chapter a day doesn't melt my brain completely. It still gives enough practice to be challenged. Yeah, sweet. That's good. That's good. Yeah, you gotta find like the right amount of what doesn't melt your brain, what's super consistent, what's easy enough to do that you can do it every single day. And then maybe if you want to read more, how you don't need a clickbait when you are clickbait. Is my life clickbait? Am I just a clickbait? Click on me. Don't click on me. People are clicking on stream. I don't know. It's probably pausing stream. I'll dodge your click. It's fine. But yeah, maybe I won't label it top 5 best games to play in Japanese. But actually, analytics show that only about 10% of you subscribe. So please, yeah. My streams clickbait. I don't know. I feel like sometimes my titles are boring, which is I just don't know. Like I want to make them not boring, but like I literally do the same stuff except just talk about different topics, and I never know what topics I'm going to talk about, so I can't really say. I don't know. But like I feel like I don't know, stream titles are just stream titles. We'll talk about it. Once you get in here. I don't know. I just have to work to become the streamer that people actually want to click on more than anything, I think. And like by making YouTube content and whatnot, people will hopefully funnel in through there, and that's how I think you grow streams. From what I've seen and what people say. Let me grab some more tea really quick. I'll be right back. 1 second. You have a YouTube channel. Yes, we do indeed have a YouTube channel. So all the clips from here go on to the Native Shark YouTube channel. I have it linked in, or we link it in the Discord as well, I think. Native Shark. Here we are. These are the most recent videos. So this one came out yesterday. How many flashcards should I make when learning with video games and stuff? Wow, that title is too long. Things we learn along the way. I can't even read the rest of this title with native materials. What is it? Yeah, what does this even mean? Wow, I should retitle this. This is a terrible title. Wow. Okay, we'll talk about that later. But yeah, like this is all clips. So like maintaining motivation in Japanese. So we have clips from the Native Shark podcast, and then study Japanese with video games. We have a clip on that, and hito, how's it pronounced, and all this stuff. So yeah, just stuff like that. How dare I? Yeah. Ty's top picks for learning video games with Japanese, or for that's how it be sometimes. Sometimes you just say for learning video games with Japanese. That's how it be. But yeah, Native Shark, you can find us. And then right now, like we're also streaming on the Native Shark TV thing. We have one viewer over here. Hello, our YouTube viewer. We just started this channel, so it's pretty new, and it doesn't have a lot of videos or subscribers or anything like that. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. Then I guess. So I think about now it's probably a good time to mine and craft, if I do say so myself. How's my weekend? My weekend was good. I hung out with a friend. I made a new friend. She's really cool. So hopefully she continues to be my friend. And what else? I played D&D. D&D was fun. I'm enjoying D&D thoroughly. I made my cleric have a nightmare, and I had a lot of fun writing that, and that was cool. So I guess those were the two main things from my weekend. I gave my cleric a nightmare, and I hung out with a new friend. So yeah, I think that was everything, was it? I explored Tenjin. Tenjin is definitely a maze, but I guess people who have lived here for a very long time don't view it as a maze anymore. So eventually I will I am on my way, I suppose. We're gonna switch over to Minecraft. I keep talking though. I want to keep talking. I feel like Minecraft is great because you can just keep talking as you're doing it. You know what I mean? Let me swap over my mouse really quick. my mouse profile because Logitech software doesn't like to detect games anymore because it hates me or something. I don't know. D&D やりたい。週末どう？週末 So how was 週末? By the way, yeah, 週 is like 一週間 is like a week, the span of a week. Like 一週 1 week, or you can also say like to go around once. 一週 But 週末どうだった？とかね。Alright, what are we doing? Let's go. I really want to make a path to this aquarium that I'm about to be making. I don't really know actually what the plan for this aquarium is yet. Still, I'm just kind of tikitoni doing it. D&D yari just English art in there. D&D やりたい。D&D やりたいね。D&D めっちゃおもろい。おもろい。It is very 面白い。I love D&D. It's been so much fun. It was my first campaign, so like I've never gotten into it until now. Like I've done a one shot before, but this is my first time actually really going for like a big storyline like that. Like what's going on? Like we're on like episode, we're on our 9th. We're gonna be going towards our 8th, I think, right now. Our 8th meeting up in like 2 weeks. We do it bi-weekly. And yeah, it's just so much fun. I absolutely love it. Go to Shark Fan Club entrance and look the opposite direction of Live Summit House. Alright, let's do it. Let me move my... There we go. My wire. D&D やったことありません. I haven't played D&D. やったことありません. Or やったことないです. I mean, you can't say ありません, but it's like, I don't know. Stream feels casual to me, so やったことないです. So you can say negative verb. Because have done is やった. So done, did. Did こと, did thing, ない, not exist. And then です to make it slightly more polite, but still kind of informal. Instead of ありません. Because ありません, I don't know. It's like, it's definitely not wrong, for sure. And you can say it, but I think saying stuff like やったことないです in a setting like we're in right now, and the type of relationship that we're in right now, it feels natural. It feels natural. Like I mean, even most of the time, I don't say full formal negative verbs and stuff. I say plain form negative verbs. So ない instead of ありません is plain form. And then I add です at the end. And yeah, it's a really nice trick to do. Oh shoot, we got another thing over here. Oh my god, what the heck is Pog? What the heck is going on here? D&D やったことないです。そっか。はい。そうですよ。そうです。Another cool tip is you can also say そっか. So instead of that that extends the soul, you can say, to make it casual, you can say a little tsu there. そっか. Oh hey, we have people selling stuff here. Yay. Yay. So guys, come buy things from this stand. All items, like it's a single diamond for 8 diamonds worth of stuff. That's funny. 4 stacks, 256 per 1 diamond. See, there it is. All right, my horse is running away. Get back here. But yeah, so for anyone who has not yet made a stand, そっか. Hai, so desu yo. So desu ne. Anyone who hasn't made a stand, come make a stand. Sell your stuff, make some diamonds. Let's get this economy going. I think it'd be really cool to have a diamond economy. ライブハウス。ライブサメハウスって何？ライブサメハウス？これ？あ。これ何？これライブサメハウス？ I just wanted to see the gigantic star that's visible from the fan club. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, hi chicken. Alright. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna drop my horse off because this isn't working well for me. Jojo has entered the time to make steam. Ho. 向かってくるのか。このディオに向かってくるのか。What is it? このディオに近づいてくるのか。近づかなきゃお前ぶちのめせねえんでな。ほほう。なら、十分近づいてよい。I don't remember what exactly they say. Something like that. 近づいてよい。Or something like that. 近づけてよい I don't know. Dio. I still haven't even seen that scene, but I know it. I'm still somewhere in part 3. Part 3? I think. Yeah, part 3. That huge building is Samadokan. Okay, still missing the roof. Oh, okay, okay. Dude, that's a big pog. Oh, that's a backstage entrance. Okay, so Sami House is the same. Yo, alright. I get trolled. I get trolled by people who don't chop their trees down. Cut your trees down, people. Just cut your trees down. Replant or something. I don't know. Actually, I feel like... whatever. It's too late now. Hey, Wowza's in here. Alright, so let's go look at the giant building. If you go to the back entrance and look away from the spawn farm, you can see the lakeside stage. Ooh, okay. I shall look at that soon. Oh, we need an entrance to the Samedokan. Dude, this is crazy though. Why is there's so much cool stuff every time I log on? There's always something giant that's cool. Dude, why does it just yeet? Oh, I'm like, what the heck hacks has he got going on there? Right, they have the Ituriya or something. All right, well, I don't get to be a cool kid and be able to fly. 朝ごはん食べた？どうでした？朝ごはんいつも食べてないから。I never eat breakfast. Look at this cool kid over here with his wings. Where the heck is he? Oh, there you are. Tanjiro. Tanjiro. Iki da yo. What is it? Samusa ni heiki ni naru. Iki no shikata. Literally just here to make you sad for not joining the raid. Yeah. Alright, well, listen, it was 4 in the morning. It was 4 in the morning. I'm sad. Nerd pull for the win. It's funny. Still under construction, but I think it's pretty sweet. I agree. This is really cool. I'm actually looking forward to seeing this completed. Because this is bonkers so far. Oh my god, this guy. I want an Ituriya. We need to go raid again. On a time that's not 4 in the morning for me. No, I wanted to close them out. Right. But yeah, so asagohan tabeta. So the formality there is a little off. Because when you do ka after a casual sentence, it sounds really rough. So asagohan tabeta, dodatta is casual version. Or you can say asagohan tabemashita ka, do deshita? Or do deshita ka? And that is fine. What Why is the river always destroyed whenever I come back to the stream or come back online? There's always something to do with a river that has gone terribly. What do you guys do to this poor river all the time? Ah. What do you guys have against rivers? How do you handle that in text? Like drop the ka and throw a English question mark? Yeah, people basically always write English question marks. Unless you're in like literally the most highest formality, you use an English question mark and it's super normal. So you'd say Asa gohan tabeta. Oops. Tabeta. Dodatta. I guess maybe instead of dodatta, you would maybe say oishikatta. Oishikatta. So basically that. And then if we're writing formal, let me switch back. Here we are. Alright. Asa gohan tabemashita ka? And then oishikatta desu ka? And then if you can drop the ka and then have like an u there, so you can say like, oh, hopefully that's legible to everyone. This tabetan desu kedo. Tabetan da desu. Tabetan, drop that ka or that da. Tabetan desu kedo. Tabeta kedo. Tabeta kedo ne. But yeah, at the end of this oishikatta desu ka, you can say oishikatta desu, and that's like lower formality. But yeah, tabeta kedo. So when you add that tabeta kedo, that kedo is adding this nuance of like, I ate it, but like, why are you asking? So Wowza gave me the cold shoulder there is basically what happened. I'm gonna cry. Tabeta kedo. Oh wait. Stuff isn't going. No, good. I think it's funny. Cause yeah, when you have that kedo, then you're like, there's another half to your sentence that isn't being said. And usually it's like, in that specific situation, it will come off as like, yeah, well, why are you asking me? My shoulder's not cold for you, Tai. I appreciate your warm shoulders, Wowza. Warm shoulder for Tai. Who doesn't love a nice warm shoulder? Everyone needs a warm shoulder in their lives. You know what I mean? Everyone deserves a warm shoulder. No cold shoulders on the stream. Hi. I have to move this farm. Yeah. I feel like we should make like an actual building here. And then we can just turn farming into a job for someone. And they can make diamonds off of that. I mean, I'm definitely down to do it. But... Oh, hey. Eheki. Follow arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you for the follow. Wait, Wowza. Gotta run and we'll figure out another end exploration party or something. Or wither fight. Ooh. Ah! Oh no. I did it. Notice I didn't do that yet. Yeah. Yes, I was gonna say, like, yeah, it's your first time in stream. I know, or it seems to be your first time in stream. So yeah, thanks for following. It's pretty cool. We stream. I don't know. We have a streaming schedule. Breaking the farm. You know me. This is what I do. What do you mean I had one job? That is my job. My job is to get on here, get curious, cause some sort of chaos because of that curiosity, and then maybe fix it, or maybe rely on you guys to fix it. Schedule. Arigatou gozaimasu. There it is. But yeah, that's the schedule. So I'm on here 2 days a week. And then we also have Native Shark Podcast on here as well, which is more talking about, well, they kind of talk about whatever, but like company things, life things, Japanese learning mindsets, stuff like that. There we go. And I come on here and I guess I kind of do the same thing in a much less formal way. Make streams and stuff. Casper's gunning for your job. Well, you didn't do your job quick enough. What do you want? what do you want from us? Normally, when I say that, you before I can even complete my sentence, the command is out. Thanks for the schedule. I've been catching up with the NS podcast on Spotify. Hell yeah, that's good to hear. Yeah, I do the audio editing for the NS podcast on Spotify, so it's like it's nice to actually, I don't think I've actually, like, nobody's come into the Discord community and say they specifically listen to it on Spotify, but maybe I just don't watch that channel enough is probably the case. I guess let's go organize our stuff really quick. But finish my sentence. Leave my Japanese podcast. Oh shoot. Well, if I was a coyote, he's on my mindset, but I still haven't updated that bot yet. Life has been super busy, so I've not had a lot of time to do stuff recently. But yeah, Laid Back Japanese podcast. If you don't listen to that already, then you might be interested in that as well. That's the other podcast that we do at Native Shark. Fix Nightbot. Actually, I should make that a command and then not do any of the other commands. How's that sound? That sounds fun to me. But you know, Spotify edits are not for nothing. You have at least one listener. Yes. I mean, we do have the statistics, and we do know there's actually people listening, but I don't know. I just haven't seen someone talk about specifically listening there. If that makes sense, I don't know. We have one listener. Carrots were here. Okay. And then watermelon was where can I put my buckets? Where should I put this bucket? Where do I start my bucket stream? Where's the plant stuff here? Okay. I guess I'll put my buckets with my tools. Oh, it was at fix Nightbot command, but not actually fixing it. Yeah. I'll fix the... It's like you write a note to yourself to fix something. You write that you need a reminder to fix something when writing the reminder takes the actual same amount of time as fixing it, but you write the reminder to do it instead. I think that's a great strategy, if you ask me. But yeah, so Laid Back Japanese podcast. If you haven't listened to that yet, then eheki. If you haven't joined the Discord community, then and you want to, like, you know, catch up with a lot of Native Shark stuff, we are constantly doing stuff in there. And we have the Laid Back Japanese channel. We have the Native Shark podcast channel, so you can always talk about any discussion points that you've seen or maybe you're curious about. And priorities. Discord. I think socials. Oh wait, no, yeah, okay. Okay, wait, what are we? All right, there's trees on my house still. All right, what are we doing on this stream right now? What are we doing? Oh, stop. I fell. What are we building? What are we building next? I kind of want to keep building the... How much concrete do I have? I gotta figure out the aquarium, but like I just haven't had time to build the aquarium and it makes me sad. Okay, I really gotta go now. Bye. Alright, I'll see you. Wowza. It was fun hanging out. Thanks for stopping by, chatting. Head due north, that other house, you reach the lakeside stage. Yes, okay, yeah. So let's look at stuff. I want to look at stuff instead of build stuff right now. Is this north? This is north, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Laid Back Japanese, ton of fun to make. Got a new episode coming out this Friday. Reach the lakeside stage. Okay. Oh, Is that it? It's a Zambi. Hey. Oh, I see. Okay, that's my library over there. Okay. Pog. Is this the pond side stage or is this the lakeside stage? This is the mic stand. Dame, 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 no, yo, or something like I don't remember what. I don't remember actually. I just like know that song's a meme. I actually don't know anything else about it. Utao no jouzu deshita. Oak. It sounds like orc. Oak. Oak no. Eh? Naeki? How do you say that word? How do you read that? Nae? Because I know nae is like sapling. Nae boku? Naeki? Naeki? Naegi. Gi. I built too many stages on the NS Minecraft server already. Yeah, I know. We need to like figure out a way to make a performance on it now. You know what I mean? I wish there was like instruments in Minecraft. I mean, we do have like jukeboxes or those like acoustic things, but like I want an actual concert, you know what I mean? Also, I feel like replanting up here is probably a good call. Put one right here. Right here. Oh. Hi. Maybe that won't grow and destroy everything. Yeah. I do need to make a minor adjustment to both of them, though. I mean, yeah, you gotta start somewhere. It's all good. I mean, I like with my house, I still need to make a lot of stuff, and I still want to adjust my library more as well. Ooh, is this been more completed? It looks like it's about the same. No, I think it's about the same. But that's the hotel over there. Big Pog, the tower. This looks like it's been more completed by a lot. I think, right? I don't remember there being glass over there. Let's go check that out. Oh yeah, the honey. I don't know. It's just so cool to see all this stuff being built up all the time now. And that it's pretty consistent too. Like when I move, I'd like to hop on the server more, but I don't know. Hopefully things will have calmed down by then. But I literally don't know for sure. Oh wait, is this just a path or is this a house? Nice. Yeah. I'm curious about this. This looks like just a mine. Bit of glowstone in the floor behind the mic stand, and then a pressure plate, so it looks like there's a spotlight on you when you step on it, if it works as I intend. Yo, that's actually Pog. That's really cool. Some good ideas. How do we get up here? Bubbles. Bubbles. It's like going through like a freaking Stargate or something, like a warp gate. Alright. Yeah, there's a couple of wow, what is going on here? What is this thing? What if... Oh my god. What in the... What is... What? 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 What is... What? What is this? This is a pumpkin melon farm? I want to click on these things, but I don't know if I actually should or shouldn't. The heck is all this? What have you people been doing? Cat. What have you guys been? Oh my god, what have you guys been up to when I've been gone for like a week? What are you guys doing? How do you... What the heck? What's all the slime? What the... Hello? Oh my god, I'm such a Minecraft casual. This is actually insane how much everyone does. TieXE has stopped working. Honestly, I actually don't understand so much of this stuff. Okay, this is the... That's the mob farmer portion. Okay. Uh-huh. I guess this is the golem farm. I don't know. I don't know. I'm really curious to what all this is. Oh wait, hey. That's actually really cool. You can crouch through that. I didn't even know that. I'm gonna try that over here now. I hope I don't break something. Hello. How doth thou be doing? Oh, nice. Oh wait, here's how I get all my emeralds. I can get cookies. Haishige stew. Suspicious stew. Yo. There's actually some great deals over here. That's really cool. I didn't know. Alright. Oh, well, I'm going to probably get going. It's 1 a.m. here. You have a Zoom meeting at 11. Yeah. I'm not going to look dead. You're going to look deader than a zombie. Yeah, don't do that. Alright. Let's go to some of this. I shall see you later. Thanks for stopping in. I'm yawning as you... Yep. Push the button, Kronk. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Hey, another wart. There's a couple of pieces over here. Matane, Johnny. Wooden planks. What are these? Is this like an unlimited furnace thing? Or what the heck is going on here? Nezarenga. Nether bricks. How do you make those? I don't... What's this? Ow. My ankles. Wow, I just don't understand what's going on here. This is crazy. I'm trying to understand. I thought I was good at Minecraft, and then I realized I wasn't. That's how it do be sometimes. People don't think it be like it is, but it do. It do. Oh, that's really cool, though. It's actually exciting to see... Ow. My ankles. How much progress has actually been made. And... just the fact that, I don't know. There's so much stuff going on, and there's all this cool stuff that I've never seen before. It makes sense, but I always think like it's cool if I see it like in a Minecraft like tutorial or something like that. But like seeing people actually build it and like I can actually have access to it, and I don't need to build it myself. It's kind of nice as well. But yeah, people already got through the Ender Dragon and all this stuff. It's crazy. I don't know how everyone's doing this. Alright. Well, so like just off of those 4 pumpkins, there are 4 pumpkins though, I can get emeralds. So I guess that's my emerald source for now. I don't know. Unless, I don't know actually. I don't know. There seems to be a lot of good sources now. But we also want to make them like kind of accessible, but like also so that you would have to work for it still. So it's not kind of boring, you know? Because that's the thing is like, we want to make the systems not boring, and that's why I have these stalls set up. Or, you know, once more people set them up too. But, in order to make this feel like you earned it more. Because, like, it's cool when people have gone really far. But, like, if you're new to the server, part of the reason we're setting up a diamond economy right now is so you can still actually earn things. Other than, like, you know, because you log on and then congratulations, everyone just gave you everything that they completed the game with already. It's kind of, it's boring. So, like, at least a diamond economy. So, like, I could be farming or whatever. And so, like, people could always pay me for food or something like that. And then I could pay them for mining or say I'm mining all the time. People are mining. I think that makes it a little more interesting. And, you know, like, we have someone with a nether wart farm. Stuff like that. I don't know. I think that makes it a little more interesting. Overall. It encourages player interaction, which is always nice. And then Noelle's stuff over there. I'm going to build a house. Sometimes I just don't know about Minecraft community rules yet. I mean, basically the community rules are don't be a jerk. Don't build like on top of other people's stuff, I guess. Any suggestion location? It's kind of wherever you want, really. Like, actually, oh, I fell. Kind of wherever you want. Like, as long as it's reasonably distant from like other people's houses. Like in case they want to expand or something like that, you know what I mean? And then like just kind of keep an eye out for underneath where you build, because like we have train stations going through. Oh yeah, they've fixed the train stations as well. So like we have train stations, so just I don't know. It's hard to say for sure sometimes. But like that's Casper's house and here's my house. And this is like a solid distance, I feel like. So stuff like that. Would that be on the map? The train station? I don't know if it shows on the map or not. I think it might. The entrances do, but right now the train station just basically runs in a line like that. So like as long as you build before the train station, we can always build around your house or stuff like that. Like build further under if it did happen to go through. What the heck is... Oh, a drowned. I forgot those guys exist. But yeah, basically wherever really. Like... And then there's a lot of space, especially if you go further out. And like this entire forest is basically free land. Honestly, there's so much space. Like, because we have like Cinder's house over here, and then we have Noelle's behind it. Like, I plan on eventually making something up here, but if you happen to make your house here, like, I don't think it's really a big deal. I would rather... I feel like it's first come, first serve. It's like, I plan on doing that, but... Will I be able to in the near future? I don't think I will. So... If someone wants to make their house there, they can. You know what I mean? But now we have this train station. It looks like it's still kind of under completion. Or under construction. I'm not really sure. But I'm gonna yoink some iron. I donate a lot of iron for this, so let me have this. Hey. Come on. Yay. So this is the subway. So how many houses are here so far? I'd say a minimum of 8 people, I think. Oh, I'm about to hit my head on this chest. Boop. Oh wait, it didn't hurt? Nice. Look at all these stations. Okay, that's a new one. Oh, I think these are maybe new. Or that exit was new. I think this is the normal furthest exit though. Oh, whoa. Okay. Nope. Yep. It got built a lot. Whoa. I don't even know where I'm going now anymore. How much did you guys do? Oh my god. Oh, I see where... I think I know where we are. No, I don't know where we are. Do I know where we are? No. I don't know what the heck. I don't know where we're going anymore. I guess we're returning, obviously, but... Alright. Yeah, I guess we're just constantly... I mean, this is constantly being built up. So if you run into the train station by accident, if you're digging your house underground a little bit, I don't know. Sorry, dig your house around it or something. Or see if we can rearrange the train station. You can ask in the Minecraft channel in Discord and see if we can, like, swap out some tunnel, or you can honestly build around the tunnel, you know. This will hurt. Yeah, that'll hurt. Ow, my bones. Oh hey, that's really cool. Native Shork. Why is there an O? Why is it always an O? Need a shork. Why is it a shork? It's funny. Dude, this train station though. Oh, looks like there was an Enderman here. Yeah, just build it honestly kind of wherever. Oh hey, train carts. Oh, we're going on a journey. We're going on a journey. I guess I'm gathering up all the train carts. Oh, I didn't have enough momentum. Alt. Okay, and then this is the main station, I think. I don't know. I feel like we need to figure out some sort of system that makes it so we don't accidentally. So I should say Yokohama Station. Right. Yeah. Okay. Then there's the. So this will be a nice big station eventually. I think this is the main one, just because it's closest to spawn. Let me bring a couple carts over. Oh. Oh. What in tarnation? Hold up. I want to push this cart. Oh. Oh, wait, what? Well. I just yote all the carts away. And, yeah. I guess I'm lagging. I don't know. The heck? Can't open that chest. Oh boy. I don't know. Oh God. Oh, I'm falling through the world. All right, we're just gonna disconnect. What in the heck is going on there? Okay. Oh, what is going on? This is so trippy. All right, well, I guess we're exactly where we wanted to be, so I'll take it. I'm interested in joining well. I know an automated cart collection system. Maybe next time, because it's 1 a.m. so I'll be heading off. Okay, yeah, going to bed. It's 1 a.m. But yeah, definitely. Please let us know. Join. Yeah, if you're not in the Discord already, I think we already linked it. So, yeah, we're in the Minecraft channel, and yeah, just hop on in there. We can get you set up, and it'd be pretty cool. So, yeah. Oyasumi, thanks for stopping in. It was fun chatting. Actually, I think that's a good stopping point for me as well, because I need to do a little bit of catch-up work today. So, oh, hey, Glowstone. So, I think we're going to call it for today right here. Overall, a lot of good conversations in stream today. I was really happy to... A lot of good questions, a lot of good topics. It was fun. So, I do want to say thank you, everyone, for stopping in, and thank you for chatting. I appreciate it. And, yeah, I shall see you all on this Friday. So, for Friday 6 a.m. JST. So, for a lot of people, that's Thursday nights. So,